when I was in high school, I remember I was in the library, and I was finding some books, and I heard my name. You know, when you hear your name, you're just like, you're all on. And I looked around for the person who was saying my name, and it was my sister was talking to my crush at the time. I think I can remember who it was, but I'm not 100%. Anyway, and yeah, they were talking about me, so I was like, okay, yeah, this is cool. I'm being spoken about by a girl that I like, and she's talking to my sister. And as I got closer and as I listened in, I heard them say something to this effect. It was, yeah, you can see his ribs. It's disgusting. Feral. I can't believe it. Oh man, he's gross. And this is the words that this girl who I liked and wanted to hang around more with, this is what she was saying to my sister, and my sister was agreeing. My sister was like, yeah, he's such a gross, skinny freak. And I was
so mean.
I was heartbroken, and what my young mind made that mean is I am unlovable. I'm disgusting. My body is not attractive. I'm a loser. I'm worthless. And I had these thoughts that lived in my unconscious. It wasn't until years later, it was about 4 or 5 years ago, that I started to kind of think about these patterns. And the way it came up is I fell into strongman training, pulling trucks, lifting logs, stones, throwing things, lifting things, carrying things. And I was good at it. I was a tall guy, and I got this external validation. I was winning prizes. I was winning awards. I was the strongest man in Tasmania for many years in a row. I got trophies. I got medals. I stood on podiums, and people would say to me, man, you are awesome. I can't believe how good you are. And my ego was just getting like, it was like definitely getting stroked, right? and I was I adopted an identity of I'm the guy who lifts the stuff, who does the things, and I'm big dog strongman. And it didn't hit me that I was doing these things simply because I just wanted people to love me. I didn't clue onto it. I was doing these things just so I could stand on a podium and be admired. I wasn't conscious of all of that. All I knew was that I was definitely enjoying it because I was good at what I did. And then all of a sudden my body started to break down, and I stopped being able to do the things that I had that I based my identity on. And because I couldn't do the things that I thought I could do and who I was, I had this existential crisis, this identity crisis, this void that happened. And that was the best thing that ever happened to me. That rock bottom moment of my life where I just felt like nothing could get worse than this.
And it was affecting everything. You were about to lose your business that you had back then, and our marriage.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And also for you, it was like that was a teenage pivotal moment, but you also pieced back that it went right back to when you were 6, and your dad was like, hey, skinny, we need to put some meat on your bones. Come on, let's go do push-ups.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it was. He
wasn't mean.
Yeah, he wasn't being mean. He was like, Chris, you're so athletic. You're awesome. And I was playing rugby league at the time as a kid, and I was playing against 10-year-olds, and I was only like 5 or 6, and I was running through them. My dad played for the Waratahs, so I was, rugby came naturally to me. But I was good, and it just all stroked my ego.
But often too, the limiting beliefs started probably, look, trauma's definitely part of it. But even if you piece back to earlier on, there's usually some pretty harmless things that happen as a kid where it's like, oh, someone said this or did this to me, or I didn't do this thing. This must mean that I'm unlovable or I'm weak or whatever it is.
Yeah.